the light behind your head, we can't actually see you. Maybe you can adjust that. Merrily, hey Josh, how you doing?
Good.
Did you know this meeting was happening right now? Hey,
Look, it's my dog.
it's great you've got that. But we're going to be trying to go through some slides.
Hi once again, everyone. I'm Ed Berliner, president of Entourage Media. We're proud to be in the lead, changing and improving business and personal virtual content with our exclusive Virtual Master Control, which you can learn all about by clicking on the banner at the top of the page. If you are like millions of people who need to use Zoom, MS Teams, or any of the meeting platforms that seem to be popping up every second, yet have been completely frustrated and disappointed by the poor broadcast quality, the clunky nature of having to operate a keyboard and a pad while at the same time trying to stay focused on the important content of your presentation, losing your audience with the boring nature of PowerPoint, Keynote, or any of the other presentation software, we at Entourage Media have solved everything. Now, the Virtual Master Control brings new depth, production quality, mass syndication or private line transmission, and a whole lot more by exponentially improving the power of simple meeting platforms with our latest package, the Virtual Master Control, designed to enhance any meeting platform. Let's go under the hood and get a demonstration. As most people use Zoom, we're going to start right here. This is the Zoom environment. Now, most of us know what Zoom is. You have to control it. And with Zoom, there's a tendency to make an awful lot of mistakes. Because while you're trying to set everything up, you're in control. You have to take care of bringing everybody in. You have to take care of the technicalese. You have to take care of making sure that the screens are set right. Meantime, much of what you're doing is right there for many people to see. If there's a mistake that's being made during your broadcast, you are the one that has to fix it. And you have to do it right in front of everybody. What you really want is something very neat, very simple, and very professional. What you want at the end of the day is for everybody to be right there. You want them to be listening, to reacting. And this is the presentation that we put together from the Virtual Master Control. There's something else. Let's move on to what you see on the screen, which is pretty much the standard for the Virtual Master Control. The beginning of graphics. Look at the top and bottom of the screen. You see custom-made graphics that are there. Text. It can be text, numbers, logo, whatever it is that you need. We place it there. And we bring it up at a very specific time because we can take everything out whenever we want to. We can move things around. We can put it wherever you need to, and we can make sure that it affects whatever you're talking about. We do all that. You don't have to do any of that. So let's talk about you then. You want to make sure that you're the one that's being seen, of course. So there will be you and a guest, maybe a second guest, maybe a third guest. There are 4 of you that are on screen at any given time. These are all live cameras. We're watching them in our green room. If anything happens, if any mistakes are made, if there's a disconnection, we take care of pulling it out and putting it back in when need be. Oh, and by the way, also, if you're looking to make sure that what you do is branded, simple. Everything in the Virtual Master Control on every single broadcast, if need be, of course, is branded. It has your logo in it at all times. It can be as simple as this, or it can be any way you'd like. It can be on the screen for the entire live broadcast, for the recorded broadcast. It's there. It's branded. It's you. And all of this pushes forward your message. And especially if this is a training course, we're constantly being able to move things back and forth to give you that ability to train with different elements. We'll get to that in just a moment. Let's talk a little bit about what we can do with regard to you and your guests. Because at any given time, you are there on the screen. You are the main focus of what's happening at all times. As you speak, we have your camera right there, and you're speaking directly to your audience. With this full screen, we can then go to you and another guest, you and 2 guests. We can bring in you and 3 guests, and you're all having a conversation back and forth while we then mix and match the cameras and the guests. It can be you and a second guest, you and a third guest, the guests themselves talking, whatever it is. It is simple. We're doing it and mixing it from our master control. You don't have to do it. And that's the beauty of it. Pay attention to what you're doing and pay attention to the overall presentation that you are putting together to that audience that's sitting there waiting to talk to you. Now, what about other elements as well? Because you want to make sure that this is something that captures people. It brings them in. It makes them want to be a part. It makes them want to listen and see your brand, see your message, whatever you're doing. That's another one of the beauties. Stop using Keynote, PowerPoint, and all the rest. It's clunky and you have to take your mind off of what you're doing. We're going to do it all. Let's give you some ideas, because let's just say that for a certain reason, you want to bring in animated graphics. We can do it. We can provide the graphics, you provide them. We can purchase them for you. We can make them on a custom basis. But these are graphics that you can then play and you then entertain your audience. The most important thing is to entertain the audience, keep them engaged. That's what this does. And again, we bring it up when you tell us to. How about full screen graphics? Easy. There they are. Whenever you need them, full there for reading. And don't forget, look off to the side as well, because while the graphics are up, your audience is watching and they're seeing and listening to you on the side. So again, you're relating to what's sitting there on the screen. There's also that possibility that we can bring in live feeds. This from the White House. You may want to use this for a reason. You may have a live feed from your business, from your office, from somewhere that you want to use. And oh yeah, by the way, maybe you need to make sure that people understand that this is drastically important. There's the graphics again. It has importance. We can build these graphics in. It comes in and basically speaks to whatever you have on the screen at any given time. And there's something else that's rather interesting that people are using a lot these days, and that's what we call the ticker crawl. Bottom of the screen, top of the screen, wherever, it consistently will push forward social media messages, social media contacts, phone numbers, websites, whatever you need, and we can change it as the broadcast goes on. At the end of everything here, what you are doing is you are getting to everybody. You're getting to your audience. You're engaging them. And we are adding all of the elements that MS Teams, Zoom, all the other meeting platforms simply cannot do. We're building a show, and this is the show that will, every single time, bring people in and make your broadcast something a lot more important than just the standard, boring media platform. It's simple. No one else offers the virtual master control. And no one offers this manner of producing, managing, distributing, and syndicating these productions that feature meeting platform software. No one. So keep in mind some very key elements to all this. No software to download, no additional upgrade fees. Windows and Mac accessible without adding anything. No passwords to remember either, as many of these platforms often make you wander in a desert of security codes while also trying to sell you on their other software. Not here. We do all the work. Set up the meeting, integrate everything into our master control, deliver the broadcast simultaneously live or playback as live across all social media and any designated internet delivery lines. We add the video, the audio, graphics, full screen text and animation. We also have a full graphics department to create special content material for every broadcast if that's what you need. You focus on the meeting, the show, the broadcast. You don't need PowerPoint, Keynote, or any other software, as we control everything. No more fumbling to strike keys, no mistakes in launching something prematurely or late, no possibility that something will go awry and then be featured across social media. We bring everything in with network broadcast precision. We also work with you to add any hardware you need on your end to make for an excellent production. Camera, audio, background, lighting, all designed for maximum cost savings and high efficiency production. There's a lot more to the Virtual Master Control. Click on the banner and head for more background. Then get in touch. We'll give you a personal demonstration. Stop being limited by what meeting platform software hands out. Maximize your investment and speak in a more professional manner to your teams, your consumers, and those who are seeking you and your brand. The targeted, content-driven, dedicated sales, marketing, and public relations power you'll find only right here at Entourage Media.